Hi Scorpio, this is Adi from tarotforlifecoaching.com. Thank you so much for watching. This is your monthly reading for the month of June 2017. And this is a general reading, Scorpio, so you can apply it to different areas in your life. It will be the general energy that's, sort of going through your month this coming month of June. And let's see where your energies flow. So we're starting with the choosing of an angel healing card, which wants to come out like that. So your advice is focus. That is one of your main pillars for this month. You need to focus on something or some project or a situation or a choice that you have to make. And we also use the soul singing oracle cards. Oh, and you've got enlightenment. Enlightenment comes from a place of knowing where fear and doubt have no home. Enlightenment for you, very nice. So you are maybe working on issues that are causing you some fear or some doubt, and you can overcome it this month. It's a beautiful, beautiful process. Enlightenment in the broader sense obviously is about finding yourself, your true self. And for some of you who are on the more deeper spiritual path, that might be also something that manifests for you, and you just find that peace, more peace inside, and more security, more a sense of feeling home. And so beautiful, beautiful energy for the month coming. Now let's have a look how the tarot cards will tap into this as well. I'm going to draw 2 cards for each week. Hope you can still see them. I'm running out of space, so I need to do it differently. I'm going to put these here. Week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Yeah, so in this way you can see it. Okay. So your overall energy for the week is the number 10. Number 10 of wands. So there is the number 10 is an end of a cycle type energy. So there's something that you are or have been carrying with you, and this month is showing that you're going to that is finishing for you. This if it relates to you in one area of your life where you've been carrying a lot of issues, weight, doubt, worries, all those things where you've invested a lot of energy in something and it's felt heavy to carry. As you can see, this person is carrying all these things. It is time to start thinking about letting it go, because the 10 is an end of cycle card number, and so in that sense something is going to wrap up for you. It's coming to an end of something, maybe some more insight, maybe some more understanding, and it will help you move on to this more lighter state that the soul purpose cards are giving you. So let's start with the week 1. So you start with the Queen of Pentacles combined with the Knave of Chalices. So the Knave, also Prince or Princess actually, is a young energy. It's in reverse here, and Chalice is related to anything to do with emotions. And combined here with the Queen of Pentacles being a very stable, mature energy, she is already able to work with many assets and many different aspects of life. She can juggle material things and financial investments or practical investments, with the Pentacles really being relating to everything earthy, everything tangible. So this lady is in charge of her finances or her practical situation, managing things. Doesn't have to be riches, but it's just the fact like, I feel in control. I'm doing something. I'm juggling here the situation, and I am able to do it. I have many skills, and believing in yourself like that. And it's combined with the Knave of Chalices. And so chalices, cups being related to anything to do with relationships, feelings, emotions, our deeper emotional life. So this is in reverse for you. And I would say that I feel like there's a maturing going on here for you, Scorpio. There is a maturing going on for you, because the Knave of Chalices is already in reverse. It means, he's moving on, or she's moving on, and to a higher state of understanding. So you're coming in this month with a situation where you feel actually quite settled in yourself. You feel quite emotionally and materially balanced. Something is in place for you this at the beginning of the month, but at the same time there is a maturing here of emotional energies, where you start to maybe learn to control your emotions better, or you are feeling more balanced in yourself. And it's actually really beautiful energy here to start the month with. There is a learning here. I feel that because the Knave is in reverse, I feel like there's a learning here of experiences, of things that you have gained, and a better, more mature understanding of how you got here and why you got here. Particularly with the enlightenment, there is this learning process here going on, where you start to have insight into your own emotions, your own emotional imbalances, and how you can grow and become stronger in that. But you're coming from a stable position in this, it's not, it doesn't feel like at all coming from a crisis at all. It's from a stable position, but there is some learning going on here, and it will bring you a greater understanding of your emotional well-being, and maybe of holding back on emotional expression, because you don't want to, it's very impulsive sometimes, and that's very, in some ways you could say it's very immature. So there is a maturity coming here, where you learn to understand your emotions better, and also where you can control them better, if that is what you choose to do, of course, because everybody's different. So we're moving to the second week, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And we have combined with that the 10 of Chalices. So 10 again being a number where the cycle is complete, where it's a beautiful energy. The 10 of Pentacles. It's like completion. It's home. It's happy ever after feeling. Combined with it's a Pentacles card with a Cups card combined, and there is a similar energy going on, that there is a maturity and a sense of completion in terms of homecoming, but there may well be a little bit of a struggle with this, as you are maybe learning to deal with your emotions better this month. There is also, because it's in reverse here, it may well be that it's a little bit of a struggle to get there, just to have that sense of balance in yourself. You have a tremendous amount of stability as you're coming into the month, and you also maybe will see what you have achieved. There is a learning going on this month, and it will show you what you have achieved, and that you are nearly there in your achievement, sort of thing. But you may doubt it, and you may also start to feel like what you have valued in the past may not be so valuable anymore, and this may relate to financial investments or even home investments, anything practical, work related projects, and that you actually start to realize that is not necessarily fulfilling you in the same way as it used to. So there's a bit of a shift going on here, where you are reviewing things, and where you maybe come to a conclusion that the things that used to matter to you a lot matter less, on the plane of material things. And beautiful learning, or sort of consciousness development process for some of you, I feel. And so it may feel like the home that you have been in, or I would say the home that you've been in is is being evaluated as if, you know, and I'm not just talking about physical home like a house. I'm also talking about relationships, your life in general, your happy life ever after sort feeling, which a 10 of cups sometimes can present. You are probably starting to review that this month, and you may well grow into a different direction. Let's see what the rest of the month is going to bring for you. So we've got the Hierophant, which is a very strong, structured, rules type of energy. And we have the Ace of Chalices here. So that is, again, the chalices again relating to emotions, relationships, how we deal with our loved ones, the things we love in life. It's also a new, number one, it's a new start. So something will sprout in you. It's also like, to me, it's always a little bit of a source of beautiful emotions. So from a situation where you feel quite structured, where you feel maybe hemmed in a little bit, where you are having to stick to structures, either in your relationships or circumstances this month in your work, you probably are reviewing it. You know, you are reviewing it, and from that review there is a new insight coming and a new love in a way. There's a new connection with your heart center here. The Peace Dove is coming also in this card. It's a very playful card. There's children playing in the water, and so a lot of joy in this card, which is following the structure here, the structure of the Hierophant. And it just for me, with the reviewing that's going on, it shows me that you probably have to look at the inner structures, your inner thought patterns, your inner the things that we're really rigid about, and we need to really start to review it and maybe let go of it, because from that, once you start looking through it and see, is this really still true for me? Is this still applying to me? Is it still feeding me with positive energy? If you just, the rules that we just take on board during the month, or during our life actually, the energy is telling me, yeah, it's time to review it and to have a look if it still counts for you, because you can set yourself free from that. It feels like there's a huge shift going on for you, and the reviewing element is very strongly here, and particularly when you feel like you're rigid in your thinking. You know, when you're rigid in your thinking, it may hold you back, and it may stop you from finding your happy home or your relationship and your achievements financially or in any other material way. So there is this sense here that you really need to evaluate where you feel rigid in your mind and in your habits, and then once you review it, then you can let go, and there is a tremendous opportunity then to find this new love in the depth of your being, this new connection with something, this sprouting of something new in terms of love, relationships, love to yourself, love to the people around you, in those terms. Then we're moving on to Strength card in reverse, combined with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so there is a at the end of the month, there is a sense of wanting to start building again and to start accepting help. There is the Three of Pentacles here, which is often relating to material building, material development of things, but not on your own. It's like in combination of things, of people. It's in teamwork, and it's probably hard work with the Pentacles. They always ask investment of time and energy, and it is a positive card in terms of developing things, of starting projects, of being involved with other people, and building something that you would like to achieve, supporting each other. Definitely teamwork here, very much so. The Strength in reverse, it may feel to you as if it's a bit like hard work, you know, that your heart is not totally in it, because your Strength card is in reverse here. and it's next to this emotional source that you have been experiencing earlier in the month, you know. And the Strength card here in reverse, and with the opposite here of being very material and very progressive in building and creating something. These, you know, can sometimes, they can come together, but they can also opposite each other, because sometimes with the love source we want to withdraw a little bit from the material. But and I'm sensing that this may be the case for you with the Strength card be here in reverse, because if it would have been upright, then this would have fed, you know, it would have fed the projects. But actually it feels to me like it may be a little bit of a struggle, like all this reviewing going on, and then you need to really start focusing again on the material. You know, you've got a lot of cups here, a strong cup energy, with a lot of love and a lot of emotional processing going on. And you've got a lot of earth energy here. And then you have got the rules here, the structure that we all need. So what the card here is saying, and this also comes here from the healing with angel cards, is the focus. You know, there is a need to focus, and I feel like it's particularly towards the end of the month, because it is the time where you have to really reap the fruits of your review this month and start to focus again and use it in your practical life, you know, apply it in your practical life here. And I just, with the Strength card in reverse, I think you will find that you need to remind yourself of that focus, because you might want to withdraw and not deal with the things. The Strength card in reverse just, you know, often we want to withdraw from the challenges around us. We don't really want to engage with it. And then it's actually in the longer run, it's going to trip us up. So the advice is here to focus, because your instinct will be like withdrawing a little bit, because you've reviewed your things and you're in your love center. You are connected much more with who you are, where you want to go in life, what you connect with in life. But then obviously we want to move it on to the practical application of that in life, and there may be some hesitation there, because you just feel like you want to withdraw a little bit from it. So I hope that is clear, and you will then go through this whole process this month with this Enlightenment card and the 10 card, where you're starting to let things go. You know, this is the last burdens of this particular journey that I've talked about, and letting them go, so that you have all these new insights coming here. So look at the structures, you know, in your life. Look at the belief systems. Look at where you hold yourself back, and then open yourself up, because there is new love coming in. There's new ideas coming in. And so it feels to me like quite a spiritual reading for a lot of Scorpios this month. And but you can also apply it in your, if it resonates with you, in your material life and in your love life. So there is a lot to say here. You can just use the symbolism that I've spoken about and apply it. Yes. So for instance, I'm just looking at this, like if you'll find a new love this month, which could happen here with the Ace of Chalices, it's a new beginning. Possibly breaking free. I'm just giving an example here of a love life interpretation. So breaking free from a situation that you've been bound in, that was really nice and fulfilling at some point, but you're breaking away from it. You are finding your own rules back, and you open yourself up for new love to come in, and then you can develop that into a partnership of some sort. But it again would be the same. You have to tap into your strength and to overcome your fears to make it come to fruition. This is your challenge this month, to overcome your fears and to really challenge yourself to face whatever needs facing. That is actually the overall message here as well, because then you will find that enlightenment that you're either looking for. It will just happen. It's one of those things. So help yourself focus on the strength that you have inside of your heart, and then you will find this beautiful resolution. So I wish you a beautiful month. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like a private reading, do contact me via the link below and my website, tarotforlifecoaching.com. But I wish you a beautiful month, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.